Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly director today, I guess, because we were going to be carrying on with our Champions adventure, but we were down to only 2 players, so I had suggested that we may want to do something different to fill some time, and what was agreed upon is MCDM's Draw Steel, the tactical, heroic, cinematic fantasy RPG published by MCDM and written by Matt Colville and James Intrasacco. This is a game that is designed to be a successor to 4th edition, or at least a spiritual successor to 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It is more tactical-minded, but it is very much its own thing. So, David, I can't remember, have you played 4th edition before?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, cool. So James has not played 4th edition of D&D at all before, so it'll be interesting to see how he responds to this. And David, I'll be interested to hear what you think in relation to your experience with 4th. But let me introduce you. I'm talking about them as if they're not here. Let me introduce you to the stars of today's session. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today. First up is James.
I'm James, and I'm playing a Krusk, an orc rogue, or whatever that name is.
Shadow.
Here. Shadow.
Yeah. And joining him is David.
Hi everyone, I'm David. I'm playing Vargosh, a retired orc gladiator who might get furious when he gets angry.
Okay. So we're going to just jump into a game. For those listening at home, this is really an opportunity to see the fighty bits of the game. We decided on this when we sat down to start our session, so I've done almost as little prep as I did for the first time we got this to the table, but I have managed to learn from some of my mistakes for the last time, so I look forward to making brand new ones today. Oh, and actually, speaking of which, let me quickly do this. So one thing I led off last session with, guys, was mentioning how at the dawn of time, when all the races were beginning to, come into fruition and beginning to establish their ways in the world, the gods were coming to each of the species and asking, who would wish to venerate them and whatnot, and without fail, the orcs told every single one of them precisely where to stuff their blessings and whatnot, and as such, the orcs have been if not cursed, at least not favored by the gods race ever since then, and as such, if you are playing an orc, you are walking a road that is beset by strife. And that is no different today. I asked the question of last time of the other guys, too, on Wednesday when we took this out for a spin. Guys, why didn't you listen to people when they warned you? They told you not to go to a cemetery. They told you that it was haunted. They told you that the spirits were unquiet there, and yet you persisted. Foolishness, bravado, just orcishness, knowing that you were going to run into trouble wherever you end up going. I do not know. But guys, we find ourselves in a fight. So let me bring you over to our battle mat. All right. So here is how initiative works. I'll shift pen to get you guys over here.
Oh, there we are.
And I know I'm ruining the verisimilitude. I've accidentally erased the campfire, but you can picture there's a campfire between the two of you. Let's start this game with the equivalent of a perception check, as all good fantasy RPGs should do. That is going to be an insight check from you, please. Or, sorry, intuition check. But if you feel you've got a skill that would apply, just add +2. Remember, don't put a plus sign in. The way you test it, this is going to be an easy test, which means that there isn't a potential for failure. It's just a question of whether there is a complication that you might result from this. So if you open up your skills, the skills are organized by different skill categories, or skill groups, I think they're called in the game. And if you feel there is a skill that would apply, just go ahead and click Insight. You're not rolling with Edge.
Would search work?
Would which?
Search work? I don't know.
Sure,
if they
why
have
not? I don't think so. I think typically I got my head is more in like 3rd edition or Fantasy Craft mind, where search is an active thing rather than a passive thing. But fuck it, let's live large. Okay, so Vargosh got tier 2, and then your intuition not with an edge or bane, and your bonus is going to be a 2. Remember, don't put the plus sign in, or I get to spawn more monsters.
Okay, and there's my question: is how do I roll intuition?
Click on
characteristic.
Yep.
But it appears to be a text field.
Not the number.
Just click on the name above
Oh.
the number.
Gotcha. None. Submit. To submit. There we go.
Okay, tier 1. All right, so Krusk is caught a little unawares. Vargosh, however, now what a complication is just, oh right, hold on, my malice, guys. There's a narrative meta currency that I forgot to collect. When you roll a complication, I get more malice, and I start with, I think it's the number of players plus the number of victories that you've completed plus the round number. Kev, that sounds like an awful lot of malice. Really does, doesn't it? Okay. There we go, combat. Was malice in the monster book? You know what? Hold up. So the one thing that's nice of the book, it has a glossary right at the beginning of the book. And it's quite good. As far as like finding answers to questions when you've got nomenclature questions or situational rules questions. Start of each combat round, I gained malice equal to the number of heroes in the battle plus the round combat number plus the victories. Fantastic. Guys, this game's amazing. So I get 3 malice. All right. So what my extra malice is for is just that you kind of had to take an extra second to grab your knife or grab your whatever. I mentioned that the kits are part of the game as well. The game isn't really concerned about like managing what weapons in your hand or whatever. It's an action-oriented, heroic fantasy thing. You can use, if there's a weapon, there is a ability that allows you to use melee or ranged, and Krusk, you've got a few of those. You can feel free to use whichever one you want. You just tell us in the fiction what it looks like. So, the way that initiative works in this is, absent any other factor, the players will typically go first. Then you go with somebody, then I go with somebody. However, Krusk, if you look under your triggered abilities, there is one called, I think, Hesitation is something?
Is weakness.
Hesitation is weakness. What does that ability allow you to do?
So it allows me to step in after Vargosh if I want to.
Correct. So if you guys wish to stack up your actions together, particularly if you want to flank someone or you feel like there's a momentum going and you can try and take someone out, that's a good way to take use of that. There are 2 kinds of triggered actions you have in the game. There are free triggered actions and there are non-free. There's just regular triggered actions. Regular triggered actions, think of it like reactions in PF2, 1 of them per round. Free triggered actions, as many per round as you want, subject to the limitations of the rule. So like yours, Hesitation is weakness, you can only use after someone who hasn't used Hesitation is weakness, right?
Yep.
So you have a party of shadows. You can't just everyone go. Keep going. An infinite loop of actions. So, which of you two would like to go first? You can assume that you've got a rough idea. I didn't set up dynamic lighting, but you can assume like squeezing through here would be like through here. There's probably plenty of space. Down here is probably going to be difficult terrain, so take it 2 squares to go through there. That door is open, and the other ship will block line of sight. But you can hear that there are a lot of unquiet souls that have come to bring you back. Did I forget to mention this graveyard is for people who fought war against the orcs? Maybe I should have mentioned that. Maybe somebody should have mentioned that to you. Who would like to go first?
Well, seeing as Kursk has an ability to let him go after me, I think Vargosh will go first.
Okay.
Kursk has any objections?
No.
So you have a move, a maneuver, and a main action. What would you like to do? I believe your speed is it's a 6, I think, because of your kit. It's 5 normally, and then you have the Panther kit.
So on the characteristic it says 5.
So let me double check the Panther kit. There were a number of things I screwed up when I set up the character. Panther gains +1 speed, so your speed should be 6. If your stability is not listed as 3, it should be 3 as well.
Let's do so. Change that.
Can't. Kev, you're just fucking up a whole bunch of things.
I think Vargosh will grab his great axe and then try and get out here.
Okay.
To get to this one.
Love it. So these are minions. I've sort of grouped them into groups of 4. There are minion rules, but they're a little looser than what they are in other games. There's the carryover damage as well. They only sort of attack once. But, yeah, if you hit one, you don't necessarily need to be in melee combat for the damage to carry over from one to the other. If you have an area effect ability, however, that does need to be all in one. And we forgot something. Vargosh, would you give us a 1d3 roll for your ferocity?
Yes.
3 ferocity. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So that'll be the start of your round. Your ferocity is 3. Unfortunately, I can't get the ferocity to track to the character sheet for some reason. Or the token, rather. Oh, that is your surges, actually.
Oh, that's surges, I guess.
Yeah. That's the one thing that... Surges does track to it. I can't figure out how to get the heroic resources to track to the thing.
No.
But what are you doing, Vargas? So what was your move?
Yes, and I think because I moved 3 squares, I'm going to use... Devastating Rush.
Love it.
You can move up to 3 squares straight toward the target before the strike, which deals extra damage equal to the number of squares you move this way.
Love it.
So I will swing my axe at this one. No edge, no bonus or penalties.
Beautiful. Tier 3. Holy shit. All right. So that does 15 damage, and it does +2, right? So 17 damage total. I
think I moved 3 squares, but I mean, hopefully it will be enough to take out the zombie.
Yeah. So that's 18 damage then. Sorry, I can't math apparently. So what does it look like as you fucking hit the one into 2 others?
All right. Yeah, I think I sort of slice through one and send it sort of flying and sort of flies backwards into the others, and they sort of tumble over and get knocked against walls and stuff.
Love it. You also have a maneuver.
Ooh. Into with maneuver.
There's some custom maneuvers. One cool thing about the sheet is they do have literally all the available maneuvers in there. There's things like, or maneuvers and moves and stuff like crawling on a creature or digging through earth for to follow a burrowing creature. They're on the sheet, even though there are situational rules that are hidden elsewhere in the rules.
I guess I'm going to go search for hidden creatures. Just have a quick glance around to see if there's anything.
Sure.
That isn't obvious, like anything beyond these zombies or skeletons attacking us.
Yeah. Give us an intuition roll.
I do have alertness as a skill.
Yep, I buy that. Tier 1. Okay. So what you do succeed. I'm going to keep it as an easy roll. You succeed. There is a complication. I'm just going to take more malice because I can do fun stuff with malice. What you can hear is the sound of like a single woman's voice softly singing that is hanging on the wind of the night. So there is something that may be directing them. Now, Krusk, do you want to use your triggered action or free triggered action to interrupt me, or do I get to go with some baddies?
Yeah, I may as well do that.
Okay.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Okay.
I guess. That's my move.
Okay, you still have a
And
maneuver, and you have a main action.
A main action.
Oh, first off, also generate your insight. And Fargosh, you did damage this round, get 1 ferocity. Let me double check. I'm second guessing myself. Is it when you do damage or when you take damage? Each time you take damage, you gain 1 ferocity. Each time you become winded, you gain 1 ferocity. I'm lying, so you don't get any additional things. Nice, 3 insight. Excellent. So what that means is your cost 3 ability is open to you now because you've got 3 insight you're sitting on. But
okay. Okay. Yeah, I've got to shrink the characteristics to see the other. So main action. Ooh. Sorry. Oh.
no, it's okay. There's
Just do
many
a
options.
melee. I'll be predictable and a melee free strike. Let's see.
No. Free strikes are really only what you use when you have an attack of opportunity or something else grants you a free strike. The other abilities are always better. Like the one that grants you a surge before the attack, for instance, you do need to be adjacent to an ally for that one, like friends or something. That one is a good one. Yep. Or what's the 4th one?
Fade. You stab and a few steps back.
Yeah, that's your what do you call it? Your kit attack.
Yeah, I was tempted to do the maneuver of my Black Ash teleport because then I can just move 5 squares anyway.
Absolutely. You can do both though. Remember, you get a maneuver and a main action. You can be moving all over the table if you like.
Nice.
Well, let's give that one a go just for giggles then. So let's do the fade. So no and
no edge or bane, no modifiers. Tier 3 again. Holy shit. Okay, so that is 10 points of damage. Should be 11 because I fucked up to add the kit stuff in there. What do we see is you take 2 of these things down, and then shifting means you can move any direction 3 squares, and then you have your maneuver.
And I guess at that point I'll do. Sorry, that's big map. 1, 2, 3, and then I will do my maneuver of Black Ash teleport.
Love it. Where are you going? So I think Black Ash teleport is what, 3 and then or 4,
2, 3,
and then you can also spend
4, 5.
insight to increase it.
Yep, I think that'll do. I've now disappeared around the wall.
Love it. Okay. Then it is. Oh, can you click on Black Ash teleport? I can't remember if it lets you hide.
It does. I can hide if I want.
So then you're going to roll.
I guess I should try that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So nice, awesome.
I can use the hide maneuver even if I'm observed.
Fab, and you gain a surge, which is what you when you spend surges. That's when you gain insight as well. So go ahead. So hide maneuver. I think it's listed under the maneuvers, and you should probably have a skill that would apply. It would be under the stealth.
Where is it? Yeah, hide. Use the hide maneuver. Boom, boom, boom. So let me, as you say, where's my skill? Hide. Yeah, I've got a skill for it. Indeed.
Okay. So go ahead and give us an agility check. At
agility
or you just click on, I think the hide maneuver actually has a button as well.
No, it doesn't. So I'll just agility check then.
Got it.
With 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Holy shit. Okay, this is with an advantage. So I'm going to give you an extra surge. You'll have 2. So your blue bar will be your surges. You have 2 surges now. You can spend up to 3 surges per turn. Okay, then it is my turn. All right, let's spend some malice first here. So one cool thing is there's like default malice spends for everybody, and then each type of monster, each like category of monster also has some custom spends, and then some monsters also have malice spends. So lots of variety in ways of screwing things up. It's like gosh, what's it called? Not Doom. Whatever the narrative metacurrency for GMs are in Wrath and Glory, James. Remember how there's ways to spend it to get to have monsters do cool shit? Very much like that. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 malice. Anna is so worried for you guys. Oh my goodness. And what happens is, though you are indeed hidden, every hero not adjacent to 1 or more undead is suddenly beset by 2 zombies. So, Vargosh, it appears that there were 2 in this bush that you did not recognize. I'll kind of jump scare you. And there are 2 right behind you, Krusk, that you did not see either. Although, I think I'm going to rule that they don't see you because you know how you got that tier 3 result. So you know they're there, but they don't know you're there. Then, I got a bunch of, boy oh boy. I can spend, I think it's 4 to take another action for, oh, no, it's just to do extra damage. Okay, here we go. Vargosh. This thing moves in, and then we'll treat them as a horde that is trying to attack you. That is not a very good result. So it is 6 points of damage total you take, Vargosh, as these things are hammering away at you. Then they are going to try and grab you as well to hold you in place. And, oh, that was a good roll. The grab is probably easiest to see on this. I really need to get this rules reference printed, because this would be good substitute GM screen. And the grab, is the grab maneuver on here? It's listed as an option, but it is not. Okay. So I got the highest tier of results for grab, so I think it just means that they have grabbed hold of you. You are, I think it's slowed? No, you're restrained, I think. Which is 0 move. Anyway. Then...
That's okay. Right where I want them to be.
Perfect. As a maneuver, the top group of zomboids are going to try and find where that other orc went, but they cannot find him, so they're just going to wander to here. 2, 4. These ones likewise spend a maneuver. Do not find him. 2, 4, and they are shambling towards Vargosh. They are not going to be able to attack because they've had to use all the move, but Vargosh, you're getting a little overwhelmed here. Where's your buddy? Then these guys will likewise 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna start moving in on you.
Oh, he enjoys it.
Yep. The more the merrier.
All right, that is it for them. And then the other adversary, their lieutenant, he is going to skitter up here. Oopsies. 3, 6, and he's going to seek as well to figure out where the other one went. Does not know, so he is done. Guys, we're done round 1. We're on to round 2. Which of you would like to go first? Oh, I get more malice. Great news, guys. Great news.
I think I'll go first again, Cross, if that's okay.
Yep, go for it.
Then do I generate ferocity again?
You do, absolutely. 1d3. Nice.
Nice. And it's Dex, right?
It's Dex. Sorry.
No, it's Dex. You don't lose.
Oh, stacks. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got there's no max to your. You lose it all at the end of the combat, but you can have as much ferocity or heroic resources. One thing with Vargosh, remember, is that he's got, because he's a Reaver, you get abilities based on how much ferocity you have as well.
Yep.
Okay, and then it's round 2, and there are 2 of you. I got 4 more malice.
So I think first I shall spend 3 of my ferocity.
Yeah.
To use my back action and just swing my axe in a sort of nice round as it's a burst 1, so I think it should target.
It should hit everybody in contact with you, correct.
Quite a lot of them, yep. Come on. Nope.
Oh, tier 1.
Rubbish.
Okay, however, 5 is enough. Yeah, to clear out all the minions around you.
Yes.
Ah! Then you have a maneuver and a move.
I think from my I saw Krusk disappear up north, and there seems to be more activity there. So I think I will head to 2, 3, 6.
Okay.
I guess I will try and see if I can spot where Krusk is hiding.
Sure. Give us a intuition check if you think you've got a skill that would apply. Get +2. Where the hell did he go? I'm not going to take the complication from that because I think it's a contested roll. I don't know if I actually get a complication. Okay. Then, Krusk, would you like to go or am I going?
Oh, I'll go. I will use my Black Ash teleport again.
Okay.
And go 1, 2.
Oh, roll for insight.
All right, sorry. Oh, yeah. 2. Okay. 5 now. So I will now.
Where did you teleport
cloudless
to?
black smoke.
Okay.
Go 1, 2, 3, and go surprise.
Love it. Okay, so you appear among them. You still have a main action. You still have a move.
Yep. So I shall now go. Time for Spanky Spanky.
Mm-hmm.
And main action of grab. No, we won't grab. Okay. I'm doing something wrong here. Where's my...
You're under maneuvers, probably, if you're looking at grab. Main action is what you
I'm
want to
looking for... Oh, yeah, I do my fade. That was the thing, isn't it? I know. Let's try to do some variety. Let's do get in, get out.
Okay, nice.
So...
Beautiful.
70.
Okay. Tier
That's
3. Holy shit. So you appear, and that should be +1, so it's actually 14 damage. Because of the kit. Look at this. And then you have a move. Now, attacks of opportunity or free strikes are a thing in the game. I don't roll them for monsters. You just take a certain amount of damage. But if you've got a disengage rating that is higher than 0, then you get to shift that many when you disengage.
So
your disengage is, I believe, a 3.
Disengage of 2, I've got.
2, okay. So when you take a disengage, you can actually move 10 squares.
10 squares, wow.
Oh, sorry, 10 feet, 2 squares. I'm thinking 5-foot squares here. 2 squares.
I'll nip in here then.
Okay. Oh, remember the walls are present here? Oh, there's a door you're moving through.
Door there.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Ignore me. Okay. Then it is, let's see here. Krusk has zombies next to him, but Vargosh doesn't. out of the darkness. Yeah. 2 more shamble forward. And I'm also going to spend 5 malice to trigger the grasping, the hungry, ravenous and rotting undead arms burst forth from 9 consecutive squares, or connected squares. Any creature who ends their turn adjacent to an affected square must make an agility test. And I think, or you take damage. So let's just do this here. Boom. That area right there is just, grasping arms have come up. If you end your turn in there, oh, that should be 1 down. Hold up. I'm not trying to just target Krusk. Excuse me. Can I copy that? Let's see. Yep, there we go. It ain't pretty, and I can't seem to move it properly, but I trust we all... Oh. Nope, that's you. Shiza. Yeah, I can't seem to move it. But you guys know where it is. All right, then. Zomboids are going to move here and move to the square. So I got 2 on you, Krusk. That is +2. Just enough. You take 6 points of damage, Krusk. You guys each have a trigger as well when you take damage.
Yeah, so I'll just take half of it and then teleport.
Okay.
But
that one is not a free trigger. That is a trigger.
Okay.
So it just means that you can't use it again if you're attacked a second time. But where do you want to teleport to?
I will go to... Oh, why not? Let's go there.
I should have checked the grab condition. Let's see here. Awesome. Okay.
So, and I need to do -3 here, so...
Okay, that's awesome. Grab just means you take a Bane if you target anybody not targeting you. I was thinking of your back ability, Vargosh, whether that would have suffered Bane or any other penalty. Would not have. Okay. Then, let's... 2 more come shambling up to you. Krusk. Only 4 points of damage this time.
Okay.
And then 4. These are shambling forward. Vargosh, I have 2 on you. Oh, and I need to do maneuver for the top guys too. Vargosh has 4 more damage on you. You could do your reaction or trigger if you want.
No, I'm happy where I am.
Okay. That's terrifying.
I guess I don't have to do the shifting.
Nope.
Right, I could still just
Shifting
take
is-
half damage and not shift.
Exactly.
It's 4. I'll save it.
Okay. Then it is... Okay, a grab on Vargosh. Got 3 coming in. Ooh, that is just... You are once again grabbed, Vargosh. And then Krusk. Krusk, you get to make an attack of opportunity, or free strike. So that free strike you wanted to use before, please go ahead and use that.
Yeah, well, it's nice of them to let me.
Yeah.
They were free strike. Here we go.
Here 1, so 2 plus your agility is 4, plus 1 is 5. So there you go. You could spend your 2 surges to get +4 damage, but it wouldn't take the other one out. So
I'll keep it then.
okay, sounds good. And then we have the boss in the back. Okay, so he can't quite leap that close yet, but he's pretty quick. So let's do this. He runs over, scampering along, and in spite of the kind of regal crown and chainmail this thing's got on, it's moving like a feral animal. It's scrambling around on all fours. It runs over, it sees you, Vargosh, and leaps like some kind of like great cat, and knocks you prone. And then it can make. Then you take 1 point of damage from the being knocked prone. And then it makes a Razor Claws attack on you. And that is 13, 4 points of damage again. So you're taking 5 in total. Remember, as a maneuver, you can spend a recovery to gain your surge value back in hit points. Surge value is a third of your total stamina. All right, so Vargosh is down. Purple for prone, not defeated. Okay, and that, guys, brings us to the end of round 2. We're on to round 3. I gained 5 malice. Which of you would like to go first?
Guess Vargosh, you again, same principle.
Nice. One more ferocity. Oh, yeah, you've been reduced to winded, right? Which is half your hit points.
Yeah. Yes.
You get first time this combat, so you get a ferocity for that as well.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other penalties associated with that? Being winded? Or?
Not at all. There's certain abilities that will only trigger when you're winded, like the way Bloodied worked in 4E.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. Otherwise, no problem. So what are you doing, Vargosh? You're on the ground. These zombies have their hands on you. And this...
I will try to get up on my feet.
Okay. So that is... Oh, hold on. I wonder how that interacts with grabbed. Anna says, quit looking up rules. Sorry, Anna. You look them up once, then we don't have to look them up again. Your speed is 0. So let's see what prone does. Prone is a condition that causes you to be flat on the ground. Strikes made by a prone character suffer a bane, and melee attacks used against them gain an edge. So -2 to hit, +2 to be hit. And I was checking, 77 is where they say the rules are. Wait, what? That's not right. Oh, yes it is. A prone character must crawl across the ground, which costs 1 additional square of movement. You can stand up using the stand-up maneuver. But does a stand-up maneuver require you to have speed? I wonder if they're holding you down.
The creature can use a stand-up maneuver to stand up if they are prone, ending that condition. Doesn't say anything about needing speed.
Fantastic. Up you go then. Okay, so you...
Yeah, I think, I will stand up, and then I will spend 3 ferocity to attack with you, and do my big axe swing to
Love it.
attack everyone.
Go ahead. Tier 3. Beautiful. All right, so you slam this feral king back to the edge of the map, and then everybody else fucking dies in here. You still have a maneuver.
Oh, and I think because does my ferocity do anything?
Like, I think there, as a Reaver, you got more control over where you're moving.
Yeah.
Certain things.
Additionally, whenever you push another creature into an object, the creature takes extra damage equal to your might score.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, so then that'll be...
if someone is pushed into a wall, they would take 2 extra damage.
Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's huge. Then you have a maneuver. Still.
No, I used my stand-up maneuver.
Oh, was that a maneuver? Then you got your move then.
Yeah.
Do you want to get out of this?
Yes, I think I'm going to move out of this unhallowed ground here.
You got it. Okay.
I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Move up here.
Okay. Then, Krusk, are you spending your triggered action again?
My triggered action. Yes, I am.
Okay. So you're up next. What are you doing?
I am about to.
Oh, roll for insight.
Insight, indeed.
Okay, two more.
Okay. Now, arguably, it's not the best thing, but why not just for giggles? Let's try it. Okay. Character sheet's not helping me. I shall do I'll do the step or whatever we call it.
Disengage.
In fact, no, I would just do it here because I'm going to go through the wall. I'm going to do my teamwork as its place.
Okay.
I attack an enemy as they are exposed, so I get a surge.
Yep.
And then I'll give them a spanking.
Go ahead. Tier 2 is 8 damage, so you don't need to spend a surge, but if you do spend a surge, it becomes 1 insight.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. You still have a maneuver, and you still have a move.
A maneuver and a move. And then, well, it has to be said that Kursk never walks anywhere when he can teleport.
Nice.
In fact, when we travel, he never walks. He just disappears in a cloud of smoke and reappears down the road.
Love it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we all know it's better to be next to one of these buggers.
Yes. Exactly. No more jump scares. All right. Then.
No move, because moving's boring.
Maneuver. Oh, yeah. You're going to give up your move?
Yeah, you know.
You got it. Okay, then. Monster's turn. Let's see here. Vargosh, I really can't resist the fucking jump scare ability because it's just, oops, you've just been attacked by a square, it seems. Let me grab the thing I actually need here. Okay, so there's 2 of them. That will appear. Ouch. That is 7 points of damage, but your might is a 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not knocked prone.
And I would like to use my unearthly reflexes.
Love it. Go ahead. What does that do?
I take half damage, and I can shift up to a number of squares equal to agility. I could spend 1 ferocity to have the potency effect associated with it reduced by 1.
Which would have been good if your might was a 1, for instance. That would have been a great thing to do because then you're not slowed.
Yeah, I'm mostly doing it for the half damage. So
you got it. Okay. So then you can shift up to, what is it, your agility? So it's 2, I think.
Yeah, so 2.
Oh, double your agility or equal to your agility?
Equal to my agility. Equal to your agility.
Okay.
I'll go and get in his face.
You got it. Okay. Then this one is going to shamble up to you as well. That is only 2 points of damage. And then it's going to try and grab you. 14. You get an attack of opportunity, so a free strike on this thing. You can see it's coming in. Yeah. The casual backhand swing, you carve that thing down. Then, let's see here. Krusk. We're going to make space so we can get all these guys out to you. And then, Krusk, you take 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
And they are going to try and grab you. They do not grab you, and you get a free strike. So if you want to give us a free strike, Krusk, go right ahead. You are winded as well.
I'm winded. That's not nice.
Because you're less than half hit points. There's no penalty or trigger with that. There's certain things that trigger when that happens, like Vargosh's extra ferocity. Oh, you haven't used your.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, you also haven't used your trigger yet this round too. So if you want to bamf out of there, you could do that.
Yeah, I guess I could just do that.
Although that would take the place of the free strike then.
Oh yeah, I'll just do this free
strike.
Hold on,
no, sorry, I'm wrong. Free strike is a free triggered action. So you could do that free strike as a free one, because you could do as many attacks of opportunity in this game as you like, or as Lisa are triggered, and then you could do your triggered action, which is to teleport. So you actually do both. Right.
I will do that then.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Tier 1. Okay, so it's 4 points of damage. If you it should be 5 because of your kit. It's down. Boom. Then did you want to?
I should go. Yeah, I'll go and do that. Let me just triggered.
I'll get rid of that.
4 squares. Yep, I will go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And I should have 2 more. So that should be 12.
Okay. Then the. Ooh.
I'm not winded.
The feral.
I'm laughing.
All right, so this thing will. Oh, it's going to knock you prone again, Vargosh. Just like bounces off the wall and kind of batters you down. Take 1 point of damage. And then it's going to rake its claws at you once again. That is 16. 4 points of damage. And it's got to move as well. It's gonna shuffle around, I think, to this side. Then, let's see. I've also got some malice.
So is that his whatever you call it, step?
I don't think you've got line of sight to him through that wall.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Right, because there's a diagonal there. So typically in AD&D, if this, I know it's not D&D, but it's definitely got it in its DNA. That stuff, like that kind of attack, can't be made because there's
okay
from there. So I'm just using the same rules. Then I'm also going to. I'll save it because there's actually a pretty cool big thing I can do next round. Then that's the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 4. Sorry, I was taking too long reading. Who would like to go first? Well, I get my mouse first. 2, so it's round 4. It's 6 mouse this round. Krusk or Vargosh? Who's going?
This thing will give our winning combination here, and I'll go first.
Okay.
Yep.
It's time to take out this crown-wearing one.
Do you want to catch your breath, Vargosh?
I think I'll do maneuver first.
Can't.
Yeah, button for it, or just add?
Just add it in, because it's different for each thing. If for each character. I think your surge value is a 9?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So catch your breath is a maneuver. You got to move, and you've got a. You could crawl, I guess. You would attack this guy with a bane if you want to attack him, and you got your ferocity. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I've used my maneuver to catch my breath. So yes, I will attack him from the ground.
Okay, so we have 1 bane.
And I think I will. No, he says just a devastating rush.
Okay.
Bane, so 1 Bane.
Beautiful. All right, so that is 8 points of damage. This feral king is sent back to his rest.
Yeah. I guess I'm prone to just sort of take a swipe across his knees and just cut his legs out from under him, literally.
Okay. You can crawl as well. So it would be 3 squares you can crawl. It's not the most dignified way of getting around a battlefield, but...
But yeah, you know, it's all about survival rather than dignity for Vargosh, so he'll just get here.
Okay, love it. All right, and then Cross, you're using your triggered action.
I will, and then I'll try one of these recover things then.
Nice.
So what do I get back?
You get back, you're equal to your recovery. I think for you it's 7.
8. It
Oh, your
says,
surge value is 8?
8 on the sheet.
Okay, yep.
So I'd get 8 back. Okay. So, well, that's nice.
So I think 8 is your number of recoveries, and then it should say stamina under it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 7 because it's a third of your stamina. So it'd be 7 points to get back, Cross.
7. Okay. 7.
But yeah, it'd be 1 from your green bar. Perfect. So that's a maneuver. You still have a move, and you still have a main action.
2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. And again, let's get going with the old daggers.
Okay.
And we will.
I'll just remind you, like, it's awesome getting in with there. You can choose to narratively say you're using, like, you're throwing daggers if you want to use it at range, and your range is up to 10 because of your kit.
Ah, okay. Well, let's get close and
Love it.
frenzy. So let's.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't done this for a bit. The fade. So let's do that.
Okay. Nice. Oh, tier 1. Okay. You can shift 1 square, though. You want to get away and get
Honestly,
a jump square?
no, because
you don't want the jump scare. Love it. All
you
right.
keep next to me. That's why I'm just playing with it.
Okay. Then it is the villain's turn. I have a lot of... Okay, so I'm going to spend 7. 1, 2, 3... 7. Malice. You remember that voice that you heard on the wind, Vargosh? It reaches kind of a keening tone, as if someone is singing, and you know, like opera can have such I would say operatic motions. Opera can have operatic emotions in it. It's like that, where there is a like incredibly heavy weight of fury that is carried on this keening tune. And you each take 2 points of damage, flat out, from these things. Then, Vargosh, you take another 4. And Krusk, you take another 2. You guys can choose to, if you're using any of your triggered actions, to take half damage and slide or whatever, let me know.
Yeah, I think I will use my unearthly reflexes.
You got it. And you can go ahead and maneuver yourself if you'd like, Vargosh.
I'll move into this corner here.
Okay. So then I will use my move to go there, and he's going to try.
No, I'm still prone. I can't get that far. Sorry.
Oh, right.
Right. So I can just move. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Oh, I'd have a Bane. Actually, that wouldn't have affected the result. Or I have an edge on my attack. I'll have an edge on my attack for grabbing. That is That is 11. No, it's 12 plus 4 is 60. You have a free strike against this. So you have a Bane on this free strike, Vargosh, but this Zomboid is trying to grab hold of you once again. Yeah.
Not today, sir. Not today.
Okay. And then, Crust, did you want to trigger your triggered action as well?
No.
Okay, then I will
No,
roll from a grab. Ooh, you are grabbed. No free strike, Crust. Teleportation is not impacted by grab. All right. And then,
Nice.
and then. Ooh, do I sit on this? Yeah, let's sit on that. All right, round 5, guys. Who is going first? I have 5 malice, 7 malice in total.
I'm happy to go first again.
Okay.
Wait, to take damage.
Nice.
I think for my maneuver, I will catch my breath. And I'm still on the ground. No, it's...
I'm not sure. I think you might be able to trade a main action for a maneuver. Let me double check that. Like, I can see why you couldn't.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that in there.
You can convert a main action into a maneuver or a move action. So if you wanted to
And I will
stand up.
On this turn, I will just stand up.
Okay. And then you have your move still.
In that case, I will go and join Rusk.
Oh, sorry. We're both doing the same thing at the same time. Okay, so you leap to your feet, and then you can move up to 6, I believe. Oh, hey guys, did I forget to mention heroic tokens? Remember I mentioned there was a bunch of narrative meta currencies in the game? You guys also have 2 heroic tokens. Heroic tokens can be spent to re-roll tests, to succeed on saving throws, or to regain stamina. You can spend a heroic test to gain as if you spent a recovery. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. All right, then, Krusk, are you interrupting again?
I will.
Okay.
And, well, I do like to bring the changes. Black Ash teleport anyway. The hell with it.
It's...
If it ain't broke.
Oh, did you roll for insight as well?
Oh, right, yeah. So if he's got me heroically grabbed, and I go poof and disappear.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Love it. Ooh, 3 insight.
Nice.
So I will go there.
Okay.
And
Is there a
then
wall between you, or is it an opening?
I think there's an opening because he came through it.
Oh, yeah, there is then.
Let me just get this thing through, and then I should do my teamwork as a place. Get an extra surge.
That's why I'm here, buddy.
You also are attacking with an edge, because you're flanking it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So with an edge. This should sting. Oh,
That is enough to take it down, though. Okay. So this thing goes down, and now crushed with it down, and the sort of the blood pumping in your ears, receding. You're getting a chance to catch your breath. You can now hear that keening that Vargosh heard before too. Someone is crying out in anger, and they've reached like a fever pitch in their screams. And you see that tower standing in the middle of nowhere? Right over here?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. There is a human woman wearing robes that look like it would be a noble of some kind. She appears drifting about 10 feet above the ground. And while she speaks in a long-forgotten human tongue that neither of you speak, you understand the meaning of what she is saying. And what she is saying is, let's take our mid-session break, guys. We'll come back and you can fight your first boss. Also, you guys have one victory under your belt. So you can, under the character sheet on the top right, there's a way of tracking victories. That is important because you add +1 to your starting heroic resources. Your heroic resources will drop to 0. You will be able to spend as many recoveries as you'd like before we fight the boss, but you'll also start with 1 heroic. Oh, you lose your surges as well, Chris. But your you can spend recoveries to get your hit points back up, and I'm back down to a paltry 3 malice to start the turn. So, for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll see how a boss works. So, back momentarily.
It's difficult, isn't it? Okay, it's 30 minutes. You have like police.
Okay, hey everybody in chat. Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. Wayne, Robin, THX, George. Okay. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Alright, we got our ghost out there. Do we want to have some zombies in reserve? I gotta think maybe we do. Let's see. Right. And let me see about what abilities this thing has. Okay. I do like that on the monsters, they have stats the way that characters do in some versions of D&D as well, which is nice because I have an easy way to reference what everyone's abilities are, given that it's all ability-based skill checks. Kind of like 5e, I guess, in that way.
Hello.
Hello! Okay. James, would you mind refreshing? I lost your camera partway through the fight. Would you mind refreshing your camera once again? Hey, got you again. There we go. Okay. And... yeah, now. Oh, mama. Fight time. So, is David, are you back? Not yet. Okay. So, James, this is it's like 4th edition in the sense that like there's some really fun powers and stuff like that you get with the characters, but some of there's extra fiddly bits with like your surges and your heroic resources and stuff, but that just translates into more interesting shit you get to do, which was a problem of 4th edition. Some characters would have cool shit to do on other characters' turns or on the adversary's turns, but not everybody. This is a neat way of keeping everybody engaged all the time, because there's always potentially stuff you might be able to do.
Okay.
There's also, they call them montages, but there's skill challenges in this, the same way there were in 4th edition and in like Star Wars Saga Edition. There's this really, really interesting set of rules for negotiations, where it's like a social interaction thing, but there's actual codified rules that seem quite good in it, so it's pretty cool. Thanks, George. That's great. I'm glad to hear your... Draw Steel seems like a really fucking fun game. So... yeah. Oh, David, you're back. Sorry, I don't see your camera.
Oh.
Sorry.
Reconnect.
You would call that Polna, James. Okay, then, guys. This spectral lady whose... the ruins of this fortress likely were driven like down by your ancestors. Crust, did you want to spend any more recoveries to get your stamina back before you dive into a fight? Takes a maneuver to catch your breath. You can also spend one of your heroic... there's 2 heroic tokens that the party has access to. You can spend 1 heroic token at any point to gain... what do you call it? To gain your stamina back, equal to your recovery or your surge value.
Oh, the rules reference says 2 heroic tokens on your turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's yeah. So then you may want to top up your stamina, Crust, before we dive in here, if you'd like.
Sorry, how often?
So you can spend, once you're outside of a combat, you can spend as many recoveries as you like.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's like PF2. Like it's the game is designed for you to go into fights with, a full hit points. But so the neat thing is you guys get the victory. What the victory does is gives you extra heroic resources to start the turn with, and that continues going on the more victories you get. But your resources go down, right? Like your recoveries go down, whatever other expendable resources you may have go down, and I get more malice the more victories you guys have completed. So once you complete a 24-hour respite, those victories get translated into experience points. That's how the XP system works. So top of the round, this lady and some of her more minions are up. What would you guys like to do? We're going to assume, for the purpose of putting the thumb on the scale for this, that you're not going to be like, well, fuck this, we're leaving. So for whatever reason you're here, let's assume that you want to, you need to be searching this place. Perhaps there's an ancestor that like something was taken or lost here long ago.
That was my thinking. We have some sort of ancestral axe or shamanic totem of our tribe.
I was playing.
I think
David, it makes me laugh. It made me think of like you can take the DM out of the DM seat, but you can't take the DM out of the DM. When my son and I were playing Marvel Zombies, the board game, which is a cooperative board game, I kept fucking narrating what was happening. He's like, you don't need to do that. The game's already good enough. Oh my gosh. Sorry, so what are you guys thinking? Who's going to go first?
Well, I think it seems to be a winning formula for Vargosh to go first and then Krusk to do his triggered action, so...
Love it.
Well, this is an opening, right?
That is an opening, yes.
Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3.
I will point out I think it's the jump maneuver as well. Mm-hmm. It's either a maneuver or a move.
Okay. I will move to...
Get your ferocity.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, sorry, yeah.
So we each start with 1. You'll have 1 ferocity, 1 insight. Oh, yeah, and I get +1 because of victories. Okay, and you can move 6 squares, I think, Vargosh.
Yep, but I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to use Devastating Rush. Let's move. What's that? I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to use Devastating Rush.
Okay.
So that's to be straight towards, I assume means it has to be a straight line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I will rush towards this one here.
Nice.
No pains, no bonuses. There we go.
And go tier 3 again. Holy shit.
And I move 2, so that's 2x, so it's 17 damage.
17 damage. All right. Boom, boom, boom. And he's caught in the shrapnel somehow. Or maybe he was never all that tough to start with. You still have a maneuver, if you like.
Let's see.
Take a look at what your perk is.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. Fantastic.
James, Vargosh has would you like to tell him what your perk does, Vargosh?
It's called Friend Catapult. I can essentially do no one tosses the dwarf and chuck people across chasms and such.
Yeah.
But obviously you can teleport and step through shadows, so maybe less necessary.
Yeah.
Let's see, maneuver-wise... I don't think there's anything that... So I'm good for now.
You good for now? Okay.
Yeah.
Then, Krusk, would you like to use your...
Yep, I use my thing. So 1, 2... yeah.
Use your insight. Remember, you start with 1, and then you also gain 1d3 at the start of your turn.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And what would you like to do?
I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then time to go. I'm exhausted by all that running, so I'll do.
I can throw you. I can throw you if you want to.
I will now go with my teleport. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one with my insight.
Okay. So you're down in the canyon.
Am I down or am I up?
This is a canyon.
I'm lost.
All this is a canyon here, hey?
I'm trying to get to where this critter is.
Yeah, so you would, if you teleported, that's probably like a 2 square drop to get down there.
Oh, so...
Is that where you were intending on going, or were you trying to get...
Oh, I thought it was an up one, but there you go.
No.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Well then, instead then, I will
This is
just
probably
go
like the remnants
here.
of a moat, at some point?
I'll just go here and stabby this guy.
You got it.
And woo-hoo.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And then a fade.
Beautiful. Okay. So you can shift up to 2 squares. You can't shift across difficult terrain, so the drop here would not be possible.
Okay.
Now, at the end of your turn, I am using a villain action. What the villain action does is paranormal activity. Oh, it needs to be within... Hold on. She'll do it at the end of the next round. She actually can't do this. Sorry. I'm cheating. Madison, quit cheating.
Boo.
Okay. So then, end of your turn, let's do this. First, let's jump scare. Because that doesn't get old. I can delay you guys a little bit here. There we go. Kev, I beg to differ. This is getting very fucking old. I'm sorry, I can't... You're breaking up, guys. Okay. Then... Also, rules was written, I just realized halfway through I've been running these guys wrong. I'm going to ignore it for the purpose of today's session. I'll also use it differently afterwards. That is 4 points of damage. No, 6 points of damage on Crust. If you want to trigger something.
Yeah. I guess I'll use my... sorry, say that again. How much?
4 points of damage. Sorry, 6. 6.
6, yeah. I don't want 6.
Okay.
So minus 3.
Where would you like to teleport to?
And yeah, sorry, I need to just see how far do I teleport again. Triggered 4 squares.
Okay, and then Vargosh, only 4. Do you want to trigger
I
your...
will use my unearthly reflexes.
Okay.
And then I will shift to here.
Okay.
That's a more target-rich environment.
Yes. All right, then I am gonna go with the villain. I'm sure I'm quickly refreshing my memory on villain actions here. Apologies. I just want to make sure I'm not cheating. Or at least not cheating much. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest here.
But they're the ones that are like legendary actions.
Exactly. The villain actions are like legendary actions. I think it's... What I'm wondering is whether it's only at the end of the villain's or the hero's turn, or whether I can sneak it in at the end of the zomboid's turn. That's what I would think would be cheating. Villains. Oh, for Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. Come on. Game. Is there an index here? There is not. So. There we go. Malice, minions. Villain actions. Here we go, guys. Any other creature's turn. Beautiful. I still don't qualify for this. So I can't... I don't know why I'm so excited. But. First things first. We are going to... drift forward to here. Then oh mama, she is going to have that voice of hers peak, and I'm going to spend 2 malice so I can target both of you guys. And Oh, yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do something different here. She is going to use her... Oh, she actually have to do that. So she shifts over to here. She's about 10... so she's 2 squares up right now in the air. And then sort of gestures at each of you. And you are hit by her heat death ray. It's heat death ray, not a heat death ray. Maybe it is a heat death ray. You take Vargosh 7 cold damage. And what is your presence?
Oh, 1.
Okay, you're good. And there's no potency effect. And Vargosh, that is a 16. You take 10 cold damage. What is your presence?
1.
You are slowed and save ends. This is a potency effect. I think you've got one ability that allows you to reduce the potency or something like that. You can also use heroic tokens to reroll a saving throw. Saving throw is just a, I think it's a D10, a 6 or higher succeeds. I think it's 6 or higher. It's got to be on the character sheet as well. That is the end of the boss's turn. So then, we're on to round 2, guys. I get 3 plus 2 is 5 malice this turn. Who is going first?
Vargosh would happily go first. Do we get the victory from the extra resource from our victory every round, or just at the start of the encounter?
I don't think so. I think it's only at the start of the encounter you get the 1 extra, but let me double check here. Let's see. Fury. Yeah, it's only the start of the encounter. It's the number of victories, not each round. Okay. And oh, and I was going to look for save hero.
Where's the...
Oh, you can. It looks like you can auto save with a heroic token. You don't need to roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
What happens if you knock a creature into another creature?
I think I'd say like the amount of squares. I can't remember offhand, but the amount of squares it should move, it would take 1 extra. It can move through allied squares though.
Okay, so I can't. Because I currently have an edge on the knockback maneuver, so I'm tempted to step here and then yeet this zombie into her.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think... She's also 10 feet... I love that idea.
Yeah.
She is 10 feet up as well, too, though, so... Or 10 squares. So, 2 squares up. I gotta think in squares instead of feet. What do you think, Vargosh?
And in which case, I will catch my breath for my maneuver.
Okay. Nice.
And then I will use Old Faithful and do my back.
Love it. Okay.
3 ferocity. And the burst 1, so 3 of the zomboids around me.
There we go. Come on. Big money. Tier 2. Love it. Wow. So these all go flying back. You did 8 damage total, so... To each of them, so yeah, so they're all dead. You still have a move, if you like.
So I think I shall step up to this one.
Okay. You got it. Crush, would you like to interrupt? Oh. Villain action. You can still interrupt. I just can take 1 action, and then you get your turn. So let's do our villain action now. Villain action 1. She cries out, and the 2 of you are lifted in the air, 1 square, and you are pulled 1, 2, 3 towards her. 2, 3. Would you each give us a either agility or might check, please? Tier 1, okay. Tier 2, okay. If you've got
I could use my special thing, right, to reroll.
which special thing?
The hero point or whatever.
Hero token,
Which
yeah.
two?
I mean, it's a group thing, but yeah, absolutely.
Happy to approve.
Okay, go ahead and...
I have a feeling this probably isn't ideal. There we are. That's
Beautiful. Okay,
Nice.
so Krusk, what I'm going to say is you guys land here. Vargosh, you managed to sort of control your slide down into there. Krusk, you actually use it to gain a surge.
Oh, cool.
I'll give you a surge for your thing. So she's currently
Thank you.
4 squares above you. She's yanked you forward, and you guys went, whoa, and kind of slid down into the pit there. Krusk, you're still slowed currently. Your turn, if you want to take your turn, though. Now you can do it.
Yes, so I think I will do a
Get your
recover
insight.
action. Oh, my insights as well.
I really wanted to pull you down the pit. So, all my fussing around of like maneuvering her and whatnot before, this was in service of this specific play.
It's okay. I can use my friend catapult.
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw Krusk up at her, and you can stab her to death.
Nice. Fastball special. Love it. So, what do you think of Krusk? Remember, anything that's got a range 10 on it, you can still use interchangeably with other weapons. Just you narratively describe how it looks.
Yeah, so I think I will do a maneuver to catch my breath.
Got
So
it.
that's another 7 back, right?
Yeah.
So I've now got 6 recoveries, and I've got another 7 back.
Did you
back
add
up to
7 back, or did
50.
you hit 7?
It's 7. I had 8 of them. Now I've got
you're up
6.
to. Sorry, the red bar hadn't updated. I just wanted to make sure you had enough stamina.
Yep, and-
Vargosh, were you winded?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
You did take damage though, so you've got your ferocity for
Yeah.
that. Sorry, James, what are you doing?
Oh, the terminology seems poor, but let us try something new.
Okay.
Main action of a coup de grace.
Love it. Okay.
Uses
5
up my
insight
5.
attack.
5
It's also one of the
insight.
rare ones where you actually roll dice for it too, which is kind of cool.
So let's hope for some good dice here.
Come on.
Oh, I've got a surge. No, that doesn't do anything.
Surge adds +2
so-
damage after the fact.
Oh, okay.
But you decide after you see the result. Surges are spent afterwards. Oh,
That sucked.
you do have another hero token. If you want to spend that, you could re-roll this roll.
What do you think, David?
Yeah, no, go for
We
it.
could... Okay, come on. Let's have a huge dice roll now. Ugh.
God damn. Well, I mean, 18 is better than... No, it's the exact same you rolled. All right, do you want to spend a surge and add +2 damage? If you do, you also will gain 1 insight.
Okay,
Yeah, go
let's
for
do
it.
that then. 0 and then 1 inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you still have a move if you'd like. Your speed is currently 2 because of that slowing action. You could move.
No, I think I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
I'm going to try and kill this
Is there a
effort.
saving throw button on the character sheet? I don't know why I said it that way. I'm struggling with English.
Doesn't look like it.
Let's see one.
Okay. Under characteristics. Huh. Okay. So then, saving throw, it means I need to look up the rules for saving throws, which I forgot to do last time. All right, guys.
It's a D10 and a 6 or higher means success.
Fantastic. So you want to give us a D10 roll there, Krusk? Let's see if we can get rid of this slowed action. Or slowed condition. Shake off that cold. The cold of the grave. Yes! Beautiful. So you can remove that little net I put on you. Okay. Then I have... Ooh, 5. What do I want to do? Ooh, it seems that these... She cries out as I spend malice. Oh, it costs malice too. She spends a bunch of malice and cries down at you. You'll join your stinking kind! And you can see this moat seems to have been filled with the dead of orcs, because there's hands that are beginning to fill up from these things. If you are still in these squares, then you're going to have to make an agility check to avoid damage, or to minimize damage at least. So that's my mouse spend. Then on Zomboid's turn, let's 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make a agility check for him. -2 to his agility. There is currently a prone Zomboid right next to you, Krusk, that went tumbling down the hole there. Then the lady is going to... Let's see. First, use her heat death ability. So Vargosh, that is 10 cold. Your presence is a 2, right?
1.
You are slowed. Save ends.
I cannot be slowed because I have the non-stop ancestry feature.
Love it! Amazing.
And I will use my unearthly reflex to do half the damage.
Yep. You could also slide, I think, right?
I think, yes, I will slide out of this pit of grasping hands.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And then Krusk. That is 7 cold damage and does not affect you.
Ooh.
With the slowed result. Do you want to do your reaction?
Oh yeah, can I do it to that? Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. And I believe we
So
always
how
round
much would
down, so
that
it'll be
be?
3 points of damage.
Be 3 points then, so I get back up to 12. That's better.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to stay here because I've got to start doing some damage here.
Okay. Remember, you need range for most of your stuff, right? So if you want to teleport out of this square.
Still send the dagger up her skirts. There you go.
Okay. Then. She is going to use her move.
Oh, excellent. Sorry.
To scooch over here. And...
Yeah, sorry. Could I actually move it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I want to get out of that
I figured as
wiggling
much.
hands.
Yeah. Okay. You want to shake hands with your ancestors? Literally and figuratively? Then... she's going to drift down to the surface. Whoopsies. Tossed my mouse away. She drifts down, so there is no direct line of sight to her right now as her maneuver. And that is the end of round 2. Round 3. I have 2, 3. There's 2 of you. 1 victory. Round 3. I have 6 malice this round. Who would like to go first?
Oh gosh, again, I think.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
I will move to here.
Okay.
How high off the ground is she?
Like nape of the earth.
So I could reach her with an axe strike.
Mm. She seems to be taunting you, in fact.
Oh, good.
I will accommodate, my lady.
Yeah. And then I will, because I have enough ferocity for this, I will spend 5
Oh.
to blood for blood.
Nice.
And it says you can deal 1d6 damage to yourself to deal an extra d6 damage to the target. Do I
Yeah.
announce that after I hit or before
After
I
you
roll?
hit, I think.
After. Yes. Come on. Did I have any surges? I don't know. Yes.
Nice. Tier 3. So 12.
I
And
will happily
then...
do the 1d6 extra damage to myself.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that. And we get to talk about potency. Nice. 5 extra damage. 17 damage to her. Holy smokes.
I don't have to take 5 damage.
Boom. All right, so here's the way it works. You will have under your characteristics on the left-hand side, there's a listing of weak, average, and strong potency. That is based on kind of the stat that is the most important to your characters. It is weak is -2, average is -1, strong is 2. This uses might, I believe. So if her might is 2 or less, then she starts bleeding and is weakened by this. And her might is less than this. So you are starting to discorporate her, and she is weakened. I do not remember what weakened does. Let's take a look here. Conditions.
We'll shout something like, back to the grave with you.
Yeah.
So I strike at her.
Oh, a bane on power rolls. So -2 to power rolls, and... yeah, that's awesome. Okay, have you done your maneuver as well, Vargosh?
I have not. I will happily catch my breath.
Got it. Okay. Then, Krusk, are you intending on acting next?
Yep.
Then let me take my villain action 2 now. So, you hit her, and you can see that there's like a shuddering and discorporating that is going on with her physical form. Your rage has almost forced, like if you think of like strong emotions draw spirits back from the grave, yours has almost shaken her faith in remaining in this world. Oh man, I was just saying, bleeding is 1d6 plus your level, so 1d6 plus 1 damage whenever they use a main action or a triggered action. This is a villain action, so it's not... I don't think it's a triggered action. No, doesn't say it. Okay, or make a power roll using might or agility. This does not use might or agility. So, what she does is, looking back at you, she says something in, again, that long lost tongue that has been passed down to through your people. It is a horrific slur for orcs. And I got -2 to this. So it's only +1. That's still 17. Fuck me. She says, then after her slur, join them! And there is something that has, like, gripped you and is beginning to levitate you. Shit. 1 square off the ground when you're first affected, and then 1 square at the end of each of your turns, and it's going to keep going. Holy shit. So you're going to want to get this guy down before this takes care of your brother there. So Vargosh, you are being lifted off the ground by some invisible hand. Then Krusk, sorry, your turn. What are you doing?
Aye.
I wonder if that's an errata that's supposed to have a thing. You going to take your turn, James? I'm listening still. I'm just going to look up.
I'm just moving in there. Oh yeah, I need to do my thing, don't I? I need to press my buttons again.
I feel that should probably have a save ends on it. No. Oof. If you have any abilities that slide people or whatnot, you still can move against it, but wow. Okay, so Krusk, you've moved over?
Now, is therefore Vargosh adjacent to this critter? Now he's floating up. He must be about the same height.
This creature is on the ground. It's just like nape of the earth right now. That's why Vargosh ran in and hit her, and then she just did something, and now Vargosh is currently 5 feet off the ground and seeming to be lifted. Technically, you're still in contact with the two Vargosh, so you could attack, and hit this thing currently.
But then he is adjacent, just a little
He is
bit
adjacent to her, absolutely. Yeah, sorry, James. You asked that and I completely ignored your question.
No, but it's just that then I can use my teamwork as its place.
Hell yeah.
And I get my surge.
Yep.
And I will try and... Oh, it doesn't do as much damage, actually. But I do get a surge out of it. 12.
Nice, okay, so that's 8. And then are you spending the surge on this?
I will.
Okay, so it's 10 points of damage. Huge. Nice. Now, I think... Isn't one of the maneuvers like shove or something like that?
It's knockback.
Knockback.
Which pushes the target depending on how well you do.
Yeah, because push is all movement in this, like in 4th edition, is very specific. Slide is in any direction. Push, pull are away or towards. Let's see here. I mean, as a maneuver, you could try and grab Vargosh if you want, Krusk. Did you use your maneuver, or are you going to catch your breath with your maneuver?
No, I can use a maneuver to try and grab him.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Tier 2! Nice. I mean, technically, Vargosh is going to trigger an attack of opportunity on you. If I
decide not to.
All right, so Krusk, you managed to grab hold of Vargosh so he's not drifting off too far into the sky. Then it is this lady's turn. Okay. Let's heat death it up, guys. So on Vargosh first. Shit. -2, though, because she's weakened. You can roll 1d6 plus 1. She's going to take damage from bleeding. And you are going to take 13 cold damage, Vargosh.
Can I use my unearthly reflexes?
Absolutely. Yep.
Do so.
You're just not going to be able to slide with it because you don't have purchase with the ground. 4 points of damage on her. Love it. Okay. And then on Krusk. That's a terrible roll. 7 points of cold damage. Oh, and you are slowed as well, Vargosh.
I cannot be slowed.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. That's awesome. I didn't mention this at the outset, but each of the ancestries as well, like they have a core ability, and then you get to spend points to customize your archetype the way that like PF2 does it. Yeah, so like I built for these two characters, they have different purchased racial abilities or ancestry abilities. All right, so then you took 7 points of damage. Krusk, did you want to?
Can I dodge for that while I'm holding on to Vargosh? Or
I think your thing causes you to teleport, right?
Yep.
You probably have to let go.
He'll go flying up. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you only got by 5, so. But it would put him
that's-
out of range of her, though. Okay, and you are not slowed, Krusk. And then I'm going to spend... Oh, I sat on this. Oh, here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, she is going to call up your ancestors. The ground is stirring once again to grab.
That's good.
Unfortunately, we'll just... If Argosh is mercifully off the ground right now. And then this zomboid, I guess, will stand as this maneuver, and then it'll have to sort of start shambling around. 1, 4, it can only get to... Oh, no, it can get to there. Cannot take any actions. But it's coming in, and then... I think that's it for her. Yeah, that's it for her. End of round 3, guys. We're on to round 4. I get 5, 7. Malice's turn. Okay. Who was going first?
I'm happy to go first. As per.
Yep.
2 ferocity, nice.
No one took damage, so 1 ferocity. Can I act normally while I'm being force choked into the air, or?
Yeah, you're just drifting up, so you're still...
Okay. In that case, if I'm still in reach of her, I'll try and swing my axe at her.
Absolutely.
You see, you throw dwarves around. I just point you at enemies.
And I think because I have 5 ferocity, I'll go for... Yeah, I'll go for another blood for blood.
You got it. Oh, I forgot to make her save. She did make her save.
Banes on this? No.
Say again?
I don't have any banes on this for being...
I don't... Nope, doesn't say so. You're just being drifted up into the sky, so...
We're not flanking... Yeah. But I will spend the extra d6 to do extra d6 damage to her.
Okay, so that is... And weak would be 0. Unfortunately, her might is dog shit, so she's weakened and bleeding once again.
Nice.
So that is 10 damage on it. You still have a maneuver?
Can I do anything to break free, or am I just...
I don't... Unless there's... Let's take a look at the maneuver. I think there is an escape maneuver, right?
There's an escape grab maneuver, but I don't know if that applies to this.
Let's use it, but you're going to have to use presence to get out, because that's the thing that's affected you.
Okay, yeah. Yes, escape grab. So
I think
I
rules
might
is
just do my
written you
presence
can't, but
response,
like,
yeah.
let's live a little.
That should be that's 7 total.
A 7 total.
No,
yeah. So, all right. Then I have another villain action I can take. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use an awful wail as my final villain action on Krusk. That is, and she's weakened, so it's -2. Krusk can take 5 sonic damage.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, sorry, not Krusk, Vargosh.
Oh, okay.
Vargosh takes 5.
See how much damage?
5. And then, are you winded by this?
I am now winded, yes.
So you would get 1 action, 1 ferocity.
Ferocity, yeah.
But then your presence is less than 2, right?
It's 1, yeah.
You are reduced to 1 stamina by the hollowing of this awful wail. And then Krusk,
Didn't she scream?
you take 3 sonic damage, but this would... Oh, no, you were winded already. Oh no, if they're winded after take damage, you're also down to 1 stamina. Because of an effect of her. You're winded after this. Half hit points. That is it for the villain action. Both of you are down to 1 stamina. And then Krusk, if you want to take your triggered action, you can take your turn.
I will. Let's see.
Nothing stops you from spending your... it's catch your breath, by the by.
Yep. Well, first I need to do my thingy, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Let's get at least 2. Oh, I got 1. That sucks. That's a drag.
What is your other thing that grants you insight? You've got 1 when you spend Surge, and there was something else I don't think we've been remembering to track. What's the null? Where's the here, Shadow? Whenever you use a heroic ability that uses a power roll, that ability costs 1 fewer insight if you have edge or double edge on it. So if you could flank this lady, you would have edge on it, then that ability would cost you 4 instead of 5 insight, if you're thinking coup de grace again.
Yes, I was thinking coup de grace indeed.
So I think what it will require, though, is it's going to be an acrobatic kind of thing to scramble along the wall here to get to flanking with Vargosh. But I believe...
That move?
Yep, absolutely. And you can give us a... Ooh. You're going to want to be careful with this because you get a free strike from that zomboid that'll do 2 damage that would knock you down. So you may need to maneuver first.
Yep.
To catch a breath.
So I'll catch a breath. So that is 5. And now I've got 12. No. I've got 8.
And then you'll lose 2 from the free strike. But then give us a agility test. Do you have a skill you think would apply here? For clambering along?
Let's have a look at those.
So if you can take the +2, then...
Skills. I've got endurance and jump.
I buy either of those, so...
There's jumping around, as you say, if I'm bouncing off the walls.
Yeah. Give us a agility test with +2. Remember, don't put the plus sign in.
Okay, this better be good.
Come on. Tier 2, which is what you need, no complication. You can position yourself on the far side, and you have an edge on this, which means +2, so you're going to roll with an edge. And if you wish to coup de grace, that will cost you 1 less.
Cool, so let's do that. So I'll do it with an edge. Come back here, abilities. Main actions.
Come on. Tier 3!
Ooh, 21!
Incredible! Crushed, what does it look like as you send this bigot lady back to the grave?
Spinning round the walls, and then I leap into it with both daggers and go.
Yeah!
Didn't win
Beautiful.
against my kin last time, didn't win this time.
Nice. And then Vargosh, woof, you unceremoniously drop to the ground, and you each have an opportunity to catch your breath. So you can spend as many recoveries as you'd like to. And you have 2 victories currently.
Actually, I'm forgetting. I've got my abilities. I can use as many as I like anyway.
As many
recoveries.
Oh, was
My
that
features.
Is that one of your orcish abilities?
Yep.
Incredible. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Doing
wow,
that
nice.
all along.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
That's really good, especially for a clothy type character. So you drop to the ground. Let me take a quick gander at one thing here. Do I have the right book? I do have the right book. I'm looking for the sample montages here. You know what? James needs to get up early tomorrow anyway. Why don't we do a debrief of the game, and then we'll call it a session, rather than having another combat encounter or whatever. That way we can... James can get an early start to tomorrow. So, let me bring us back to the main screen. So, guys, this is first time for Draw Steel for each of you. What did you guys think?
I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good. I was unconvinced at the beginning. There just seemed to be too many moving parts. It was too much edges and this and that and the other, and then 63 different things. But no, it had some good action. I get, were these very, very... Was this very much lowballing the opposition, I guess?
This was following the recommendations for average encounters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it felt very heroic, being able to bounce around and knack things, which is kind of fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
And like, look at your resources too. That's 2 challenging encounters. I love. Sorry, David. I'll let you speak in a second here, but I fucking love that you guys can heal without need for a dedicated healer. It's something that it's going to take some people out of the fiction because they're they want to have some justification for that. And that's totally fine. It's going to be you either buy it or you don't. From a game perspective, it is so much fucking easier to just have ways for the heroes to be able to heal themselves. That is a managing of resources rather than having to come up with some cockamamie reason why, now someone's got to play a medic or a priest or a druid or something like that. But David, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I think it obviously has like the 4 words it uses to establish what it does, and I think it does each of them quite well. It felt quite heroic. There was the tactical element of going, if I run into a group of enemies, I can then swing at all of them with that ability. It felt quite cinematic. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm very glad I backed this, and I'm now even more looking forward to receiving my books.
Yeah, it's so as far as 4th edition concerned, before we started playing, I mentioned to James that it's like 4th edition, but with some extra, like some Harshbets sanded off, but also some extra stuff in here. And the addition of the heroic resource, what that does for this, James, is in 4th edition you would have encounter abilities and you'd have daily abilities, and that's scaling in power. Your daily ability you can only use once per day, but it was a real big badass ability that often had effects even if you missed. And an encounter ability you can only use once per encounter, but it was not as good as the dailies, but pretty good and better than your at-will abilities. I love that this just links all that stuff to heroic resources. You can't use, unless you're really late in a day, you're not opening up with your heroic, with your, coup de grace. But if we had one more combat encounter and you rolled well on your insight at the start of your round, you might be able to open with that, as opposed to having to build up towards using it, because we'd be later in sort of the adventure, the tempo's building. We want to have a more, dramatic encounter.
Because this isn't, it doesn't typically go for the sort of game I'd run, but it was a lot of fun, I have to say. So,
that's great to hear. That's right.
Very full of action and all. It did feel very heroic.
Well, the neat thing too is that we mentioned that there's the differences between the different the ancestries for each of the characters. You each had 2 different abilities that came, or traits that came from your ancestry. You also had different backgrounds, so like your culture and whatnot that would give you your skills. That was also different. You also each had a different career, so you had a different perk that was coming from that. And Cross, you've got one of the things you start with is 120 project points, which are used during downtime to do things like learn new skills, or craft items, or make new allies, or things like that. So like Crust could have started with, I think it's 1 or 2 extra skills if you chose to just spend those project points right away. And then Vargosh has got some neat there's something to do with his fame as a former... you have renown of 2 already. Typically you only get about 1 renown per level, and it factors in on in the negotiations, in the sort of the gamified role-playing components. And Vargosh, because like there would be a way of him being able to access certain people and be able to use certain resources in those subsystems because of his increased renown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like I haven't turned my mind to, because we've only run this twice now on a very short notice, but I haven't turned my mind to running it on like using those montage rules, using those negotiations rules, using the downtime rules. But you can see how they'd be really fucking cool. Followers also are generated by the downtime rules too, or by the renown rules. So, yeah. Were you guys fearful of dying at any point?
No, not fully dying, because but I think mostly because I was actually looking forward to being reduced to 0, and then that last encounter, because I have the relentless ability, which lets me make a strike, and if I then kill that, but I assume I would have killed that zombie, and then get to use the recovery.
Love
so
it.
Do not go
Yeah.
down. I was looking forward to using that, so I guess from that point of view, I wasn't as. But the ghost lady was quite a tough opponent.
Yeah,
She
it's,
felt suitably challenging.
so some of those abilities did require the use of malice. So like when I was stacking up malice during that encounter, some of that was being spent on her stuff. And there's also I kept fucking either spending on my malice before her turn or forgetting it at the start of the next round. But she had a reaction to be able to do something. I can't remember if it was to shift you or something like that, where I spend malice and then she can like drive you back after you hit her, which is kind of a neat thing. The maneuvers thing is also something that was not in 4th edition. That is a really, really nice addition. Being able to, grab somebody or stand up. Keying standing up as a maneuver instead of a move is such a clever way of making being knocked prone a meaningful thing. Because in every version of D&D, it's always just like, well, I'll just get up. And like in 3rd edition and 4th edition, you could get attack of opportunity on you. But like other than that, there wasn't really a problem with it. But it's cool that it's a maneuver that you might want to use on catching your breath or some other thing. Yeah. So cool. Any closing thoughts on draw steel?
Yeah, I think that, well, to the example there, it could be quite funny because I've got the same, dying breath thing. So you do a recovery and then I can respend all my recoveries and go back to full strength.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Come on.
I can't keep a good orc down.
That's something I think is very cool, is that like everything feels badass. That's something I love about Fantasy Craft, right? Like Fantasy Craft, every character class feels overpowered, and that's awesome. They're not like they're not in play, but like it feels that way when you first start playing. I really like that. These are starting characters too. Like I didn't give any levels to them. This is what the starting experience is supposed to be like, notwithstanding my having to look shit up and fucking up rules, but the power level for this is where you should be. And it'd be neat to say, like, if you had to push on to do one more encounter, right? Like, let's say now, like, because she's down, you're going to have to run a gauntlet of undead and whatnot. You're now teetering on that precipice of whether you're out of resources, right? So that would be something that's, I think, yeah.
So would you say, how would you compare this with Fantasy Craft then in terms of power curve and choices?
This is definitely more power oriented than what Fantasy Craft is. Fantasy Craft has more robust and clarified skill system, which is both good and bad. So like depending on what you want, there's a more robust skill system in Fantasy Craft. There is also like the rewards in Fantasy Craft as far as like reputation and stuff, where you're spending and like you can gain allies, you can gain access to something. Like it's Fantasy Craft, being a legacy of Spycraft, has a lot of that great integration of the rules with the setting, so the players can do shit to affect the setting and interact with the NPCs and the NPC organizations. That isn't present in here, but it's not designed to be. It's a different game. I love both of them. Like I've only run Draw Steel twice now, but it's really, really fun. 13th Age was trying to capture the sort of feel of 4th edition, and I don't think it didn't quite work for me. This does. I would not run 4th edition. I would run this instead. Like it just it does all the things that 4th edition does that I love. And it also, like, it has some of the stuff that PF2 does with like 3 actions per round and whatnot, but some of the stuff that drives me nuts about PF2, like the crits in the first hit for adversaries all the time. This feels more fair to the players. And I think that the actions that you're taking are more interesting in this. The maneuvers is such a clever addition to it. So
yeah, I think compared to, and it's been ages since I played 4th edition or ran 4th edition, but it feels like as a character you have more to do, because I think for me with 4th edition, one of the downsides was that you had one encounter ability, one daily ability, and your 2 at wills.
Yeah.
Whereas here it feels you have your maneuvers, you have more resource powered ability. It felt more like, which maybe at first is a bit overwhelming when you go through like, ooh, I can do this, can I do this, but then once you get a grasp, because I have things to do, it's more interesting choices then. Like, well, I guess I use my encounter, I'll just do my at will again and again. So this felt more interesting in that regard.
Definitely. And I love this, so that we didn't get really into the skill mechanics, or at least I was using it in the background, but there are easy, moderate, and difficult skill checks, and you can only fail if it's at least moderate. If you are doing an easy check, you can fail, but you can roll like poorly, but it just gives a complication. So I love it. It sort of has a baked-in fail-forward skill check if you want to at least have some drama from like a unpredicted outcome of a skill check, and you get an advantage if you roll really well on that. So like there's sort of there's a justified reason for making that skill check, and it's the moderate, was it easy, moderate, difficult stuff is incorporated into the montages as well. So those varied levels of ability where you can go from like you can fail on a moderate task, but you don't get fail and a complication. But on a difficult one, you can fail and get a complication, you can fail, or you can succeed. So there's more gradation depending on how hard things are. And I really like that. That gives you a lot of potential outcomes from a dice roll, depending on the flexibility of how difficult it is and what skills are used. That allows you to add more texture to those montage encounters than you could in skill challenges. So the potential for other shit, like we've used skill challenges for like navigating the Underdark and like skyship chase and like tracking an enemy, long-term infiltration. Like it's a really flexible mechanic. This has more, architecture to design those kinds of encounters with than what 4th edition did. So plus you also, I think, like I don't know if for sure if it's in here, but like one of the neat things they introduced in late stage 4th edition was the idea of using your surges as a resource, and the idea of using your recoveries as a resource during montages might be kind of cool. Of like a real long and grueling activity, the complication that might come from a failed check or a less than optimal check might be that you're losing recovery. So as you've navigated across the bright desert to get to wherever the bad guy is, you may find yourself in a circumstance where, shit, I'm down some of my resources that I need in order to fight these guys. So anyway, any last closing thoughts, guys, before we wrap up our session?
No,
I really like when they first announced it, I was a bit like, ooh, but because you kind of always succeed in a sense. You always have like at least a tier 1, but in play, it actually for this style of game, it worked really well. You always did at least something. Wasn't because in my current D&D game, one of the players sometimes, if they miss with their attack roll, it can be a bit like frustrating.
I didn't know that Jeff was playing in your campaign.
Where I see it feels like you're still doing something, but it might be of the reduce the weakened effect, but it actually works really well for the heroic cinematic feel of the game.
Yeah.
There's always something happening.
And there's something old school about that too, because not old school in the sense of like older games, but in the Without Numbers games, they introduced the concept of shock with, I think it's always been there maybe with the Stars Without Number, but that's a great mechanic where if you're in melee and you're not wearing a certain level of armor, you're just going to take damage because you can't fight with, against someone with a sword in a bathrobe and expect to not be injured absent any kind of special ability that allows you to ignore that. This is kind of cool. It's kind of in that sense that like combat's always going to have a consequence, but I love that things change after every action. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're using your weakest attack, your most powerful attack, or whatever else. There's gradations of what's going to outcome, so there's variety in what happens, but it's always going to have some kind of consequence to it. And that's really, really good. That gives, I think, every round something's happening, right? And it also allows you to plan for it, too. Like, the sort of you spending your surges before you made your move, right? Like, that was smart. Because you knew you're going to take your free strike. That's a cool kind of making use of your resources and planning your turn in a way so you can achieve what you want and seeing consequence in the fiction as well. Although now that you know you could spend all of your surges, you could have gone in at full health taking her.
Well, I wasn't needed. Yeah, don't want to go in too soon.
I do like that.
I was waiting for... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were waiting.
No, because it's more fun to do that. I've killed you. No, you haven't. I'm full strength. Bye-bye.
Absolutely.
Do it then. Wait till you lure them into a false sense of security.
It's cool because each of the ancestries does have really interesting stuff. There's not like, the same ability with the serial numbers filed off. Like each species or ancestry feels like a neat, unique thing to play, and you got some neat options to select from. That's to say nothing of the perks, too, because each you have one perk to start with. You get more perks as you go. And it just, some of them are cool background shit, like you're lost in time. Or you're, hunted by or you're like cursed with an artifact. Or whatever. Like there's some pretty, like not generic, because like the friend catapult one is pretty fun. And the criminal connections one is a pretty, the one that Krusk has. It's cool. But it's, it's a non-combat thing. But it's neat that there's also some, like, deep story things you could play. Crashed ship, I think, is one of the options, too. Like, there's 100 different perks. No, 100 different complications, which we didn't roll for. Shit. But the complications are things that give you a benefit and a negative. I think I'm confusing perks and complications. But anyway, any closing thoughts? Other closing thoughts? Would you play again?
When can we play more? Yes.
Yeah.
when is the next session?
Awesome. Great. All right then. So then, for those listening at home and everybody in chat too, thank you so much for playing today. For joining us today for this play. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game, or the Draw Steel in general, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. I did get caught up on some comments this past weekend, so getting there. In addition, there's a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Abusing's Discord server, where all of us are active, and we have channels there dedicated to most of the games we run on the channel. We don't have a Draw Steel one, but we have an assorted games channel where you can see, you can chat about this. I don't have a PDF of these characters, so I won't be able to share them there, but I think the next time we play Draw Steel, I'll try and do character sheets beforehand too, so we can share with folks at home. There's also a link in the description of the video to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. The current discount code that is listed in the description down below has expired, but we will have a new one presently. I just need to write them. I'll do that this afternoon. Hopefully, if you're listening to this after October 19, 2025, you'll see what the current discount code is on one of our more recent videos. The last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to our stalwart players. So, James and David, thank you so much for joining me today and for agreeing to Draw Steel and give this one a spin. Well done, too. You didn't die. 2 sessions.
It's good. Thank you for running. It's good fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
It's fun.
Then we'll be back in Cold War Berlin in 2 weeks' time to hopefully conclude our Champions Dracula Dossier campaign. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our orcish pair are getting up to. Guys, why didn't you listen to people? They told you not to go to that graveyard, but, and until we
turn to gods to get stuff, so we're not going to listen to people.
True enough. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.